On Labor Day, the 5th annual McPherson soccer tournament kicked off. In the first round, Salina South took on the Andover Central. Andover Central would gain control and kick it in for the goal only 11 minutes into the contest. However, Salina South would answer back as they get a kick, bounces off Andover Central for their own goal. Tying it up at 1 and only a little over 26 minutes in the game. Salina South again as Logan Outerkirk would bring it downfield, dishes it off to Doolin Lefort, who would send it past the goalie and in for the goal, going up 2-1. In the second half, Salina South would get the ball away from Andover. Dimitri Karabinas give it a swift kick. The ball finds the back of the net and Salina South goes up 3-1. Andover would have a few more attempts, but they would not find the back of the goal. Salina South would get the win 3-1 and would play the winner of the Wichita Trinity and Maize South game. Wichita Trinity's Brooks Bain breaks loose and kicks it in for the goal. In the second half, off of a penalty kick, Reagan Billings of Wichita Trinity kicks it in. Bain with the header and right in for the goal, going up on Maize South 3-0. Wichita Trinity would not be done. Off another penalty kick, it is blocked by Maize South, but Ryan Miller is right there to recover with a hard kick soaring past the Maize goalie for the goal. Wichita Trinity went on to get the win 4-0, so they would face Salina South in the semifinals. In another first round matchup, it was the Hayes High Indians taking on Independence. There were several shots on goal, however none would reach the back of the net in the first half. So at the half, it was still 0-0. In second half, it would be the same story, thus sending it into overtime. The first team to score in overtime is declared the winner. However, after the first overtime, there still wasn't a score. They would reset the clock for another 10 minutes for the second overtime. Well, after those 10 minutes and playing 2 hours, the game remained scoreless. This would send it to a shootout. First one up was the Independence Austin Schroeder. He would send it soaring to the left past Hayes High goalie. 1 for Independence. First one for Hayes High was Joaquin Guzman. He pretty much duplicates Schroeder, so now it is tied 1-1 for the shootout. Next up, Easton Bello. He gets his shot off and it is deflected by the goal. Hayes up next and a chance to go up on Independence. Trey Herman gets his shot off, but it is saved by the goalie. Independence gets up for their next chance, gives it a kick. Hayes nicely dives to block it. Hayes High's Christian Bills up next for their chance to go up on Independence. He sends it soaring to the middle of the net and it makes it in. Independence Connor Cushing is up. He gives it a kick. It's way high. Hayes High, Devin Schmidt, coming to put in the nail in the coffin, but he is unsuccessful. Independence's last chance as Bry Thomas gets it up, and it is stopped by Hayes High. They get the win and will play the winner of the next contest. That contest with the home team McPherson Bullpups taking on the TMP Monarchs. This would also be a very exciting matchup. With 30 minutes into the contest, McPherson would go downfield to Lee Williams, shoots it, but it is blocked. Davian Lawrence right there to finish it off, and he puts it back in for the goal. In the second half, TMP would have a corner kick. Sean Wassinger kicks it in play. Eric Choi with the header, and the ball finds the goal, tying it up 1-1. From there on, there would be several shots on goal, but they would not find their way into the net, thus ending the game also into overtime. In the first overtime, McPherson Parker Hambley gains control of the ball and taps it off. McPherson gives it a nice kick downfield, and Lee Williams is right there as he taps in the ball for the goal and the win. McPherson gets the win over TMP 2-1. McPherson played Hayes High in the semifinals. Hayes was victorious over McPherson 2-1, and they will play Wichita Trinity in the championship game. Trinity defeated Salina South 5-0. This sets up a third-place matchup between McPherson and Salina South. On the consolation side of the bracket, TMP defeated Independence 2-0, while Andover Central overcame Maize South 4-0. TMP will now take on Andover Central for 5th and 6th places. The first game starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning.